call me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god. Let's go.
With the fame garnered by the Odin 2, I am sure that AYN got pressured in releasing another product. But instead of releasing Odin 3, they released, for me, the Pro version of the Odin 2. And this is the Odin 2 Portal. And yep, it has been 3 months, I think. Yeah, it's 3 months since I got my Portal. And for now, it is all shout out to AYN. Just a disclaimer, this video is purely my opinion and AYN did not pay me to say good things about the product. Yup, from the thumbnail, I know that you already figured out that this will be all praises, but continue watching the video because I will show you some of the cons that can be a deterring factor to your purchase decision. For me, this is the best handheld for Android. Oops! Sorry Evo fanboys, but I think it will be more fitting to compare them in person. But one major problem, I don't have the AYANEO packet Evo. So AYANEO, if you are watching, baka naman. Anyways, let's go back to the portal. I will be dividing the video into chapters, so it will be easier for you to jump to the part where you are only interested or intrigued about. With that in mind, let's start. Let us now proceed to the review, and I will only be talking about important things, which are the panel, buttons or sticks, ergonomics, and performance and battery life. Of course, we will start with the main attraction, which is the panel. This is a big change to the AYN handhelds, specifically to the Odin 2 lineup. The one in this unit destroys most of the x86 handhelds. So this is a 7-inch 1080p 120Hz AMOLED panel, which is very vibrant and very beautiful. To add, the lack of visible ghosting compared to the original Odin 2 is also significant improvement. I only have 2 handhelds in my possession right now, namely the ROG Ally X and this one, my Odin 2. Guys, you can comment below if you also want to see my review of the ROG Ally X. Comparing the screens of both units, OMG, not even close. Don't get me wrong, the Ally X panel is vibrant, yeah, we can give that. But if you compare the vibrance of the one in the Portal, it's just far better. You may not see it in this video, but personally, it's night and day. I won't be surprised if Asus will release an OLED version of the ROG Ally X this year. Car racing games, for example the Asphalt Unite, will really shine in this panel. The colors are very pleasing to the eyes, so this sums up why I made this the #1 key point of this device. The buttons are the next important key point because this will let you know if the games you play are made for the device. First, the D-pad. And this is, of course, for the retro gamers. I am sure you already watched a lot of reviews about this product. And yes, they were right. This has one of the best D-pad. If you want to watch a full review of the Portal, watch my idol, Russ, from the Retro Gaming Core. Shout out! He always makes the most substantial review of products. Going back, this is also for the gamers that require accurate input like Celeste, Contra, and the others. You can also play combat games like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat with the D-pad. Doing combos is doable most of the time, but I think it's on me because of my lack of skills. Next, the face buttons is more of a love and hate for me, and I will explain why. I will not consider this a con, but it is more of a personal preference. If you prefer a clicky but clacky button, then this is for you. But if not, then sorry, this will not work for you. This will become a con when you are playing on the bed while sleeping with your loved ones, because the sound that the button creates will really wake them up. There might be a mod for this soon. I don't know if the oil thing, if you already have watched about it, is also affected for this one. If I can remember, I think someone did it with the Rogue Ally X and it was effective. Next are the right and left analog stick, which is on the small side but can do its job perfectly. Playing FPS games with the analog sticks is top-notch, but the next key point will make it a bit harder. We will talk about this later. The triggers are okay, but a bit on the wider side for my liking. These triggers are very good though for racing games. The resistance when you press it is perfect for me. The bumpers, though, if you press them on the outer part, right here, is okay. But if you press from the inner part, right here, and release it, it creates an annoying sound. I hope you can hear it. I don't know if this is only in my unit, so let me know in the comments down below if you also have this issue. Ergonomics. The Portal fits my hands, but this is what I was talking about a while back. Playing FPS will be hard because the right stick is too close to the face button. So as you can see, if you try to press something here, there might be a chance that you can be touching the right analog stick. It is also very hard to control because of this. If you are playing games without requiring the right analog stick, the ergonomics is fine. With the TPU grip, it is a different story. This has now become the most comfortable handheld. It now compares to my Ally X, and I recommend that if you have an extra budget, go for the TPU grip because it will give a huge difference when it comes to ergonomics. Of course, the ergonomics and buttons are not close when comparing to the 8-bit Do controller and the GameSir controller. I don't know about you guys, but I really love the combination of black and the purple accent of the grip. So comment down below if you also love this combination, the purple and black combination. The last key point is the performance and battery life. It is the same with the Odin 2, Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, but I will not be talking about this that much because there are a lot of videos testing its power and battery life. But to sum it all up, it can play everything. The lag you will encounter, especially with retro games, is more on the limitation of the emulator. But with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, mostly all of the emulators will work. The battery can last you for days depending on the games that you are playing. So if you are playing hardcore games, it can take you 2 to 4 hours of playing. But for light games, it can last from 8 to 10 hours. And since this is an Android product, you can press the lock button to go to standby. And basing from my testing, For approximately 24 hours, I lost 8 to 10% of battery life. You can also stream games with this device, which makes it very versatile. But the limitation with this is your router. If you have Wi-Fi 5, it will be very laggy, which is why I upgraded to Wi-Fi 6. And now it's perfect. If you go to Settings and down to Systems, in here you can update your OS in the FOTA update, and then you can just press check version. I have the latest version of my OS. The latest firmware update is a must. A con that we haven't discussed, which is the green tint that arises when you lower the brightness to 30% and below, is no longer an issue after update. Lowering the brightness will now smoothly just lower the brightness and no green tint is visible. There are some other fixes with this update, but this is the highlight and the only concern that I got so far. So the way to do it is you can just swipe down from the top once, twice, so 3 times, and then you can just lower this by dragging this down. So to the left will be lowering the brightness, and to the right will be increasing the brightness. So as we can see, as we brighten, so that's how vibrant the portal is. So as we lower, this is approximately 50%, 50%. So approximately 50%. And then approximately 30%. So this is the level where other reviewers see the green tint. And I can no longer see any green tint. So the update is a must. We mostly talked about the pros on this device because it's true. This is almost perfect. The pros will be listed on the left side of the screen, and the cons will be posted on the right side. We discussed about the panel, which is the most obvious upgrade from its predecessors. The buttons, specifically the D-pad, which are class-leading. The ergonomics, which for me is okay. The TPU grip is a must-have. The performance and battery life are top-notch. Trusted reviewers say that the battery on this is better than the bigger battery on the Evo. I think this is more on the choice of processors. The processor in the Portal is more efficient when it comes to performance to power consumption. Let's now talk about the cons. Other reviewers talk about the green tint when you lower the brightness to 30% and below. This is no longer an issue as we said in the update, but this could have been fixed before the release. The bumpers are somewhat annoying, but as long as you click the correct side, which is the inner side, it is okay. The clocky face button, which is con for the others, is just fine. I have no problem playing it beside my wife while sleeping because she wears earplugs anyways. FPS gaming, I think, can be a con. What I mean is the ergonomics or comfort, but this will be fixed with a TPU grip. But adding less than $30 with shipping is a con because it is an additional expense. This is my take on the Portal, the end game of Android handheld. For now, I don't want to talk about tariffs, but my only advice is to choose the right one, which for me is this one. If there are some more issues that I forgot to talk about in this video, you can comment it down below. And of course, Please do not forget to subscribe, ring the bell to be updated with my latest videos, and click the like if you love the video. And one more important thing, please be kind and respectful in the comment section. After all this, it is my opinion. You may have different opinion, and that's okay. Let us respect each other's point of view. Whew. This has been a lot to take in, but I hope this helped you or gave you interest about the product. I'll be seeing you in the next one. Peace, man.
They call me a god.